Hey y'all, it's Brittany Akudo and I'm back again with my purple robe. Welcome back to my channel. As y'all know, I handmade all the clothes in this video. Also, we're going to be concluding our friendship series, so let's get into it. So I actually made these outfits for the summer, and I know. We're in September. In fact, it was almost 50 degrees this morning up here in the Northeast. It's like the weather wants to skip fall and just jump to winter. But anyways, I'm just not getting to recording the voiceover for this video, so just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. And we'll call this video summer to fall transition or something like that. And you could just say these looks for summer 2024. All right, so if you haven't already, make sure to watch my last two videos, which is part 1 and 2 of this friendship series. I talk about how to evaluate yourself to become a better friend, and I discuss types of friends, quote unquote friends, that are not really your friend. So in this video, we're talking about the jealous and envious type of friend. I had to dedicate one whole video to this because I feel like this topic needs time, okay? So let's first get started with the Bible verse. James 3:16 reads, "For where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work." All right, I want to unpack that. Imagine all the things that you invite into your life because you're around someone that's filled with envy and strife, or because you yourself carry that envy and strife. Just imagine, you're literally guaranteed two things: confusion and every evil work. Yikes, right? Yikes. So when I was looking into this, I realized that people don't take this seriously enough. And I can speak for myself when I say that I didn't always take it seriously. You know, I think we like to passively throw around, oh, that person is hating on me. Oh, they just met. Oh, they just jealous. Which, by the way, envy and jealousy are actually not the same thing. And I know we usually use it synonymously. I know I for sure do. But in actuality, there actually is a bit of a difference between the two. But yeah, if your discernment is strong, you can almost feel that envy or jealousy on the person. It's like a vibe, you know. Well, it's really probably a spirit. But I've learned to look at this situation with a different pair of lens. So I stopped looking things in the perspective of me and started looking things into the perspective of them. So for example, I used to have a friend that struggled really bad with this, and it was to the point that it started to affect their life. And I don't think they realized how much of an effect it was actually having on their life. So it's like they were so busy trying to figure out what I was doing and trying to keep up tabs and just keep up with everything I had going on and everything I was trying to pursue. And it wasn't for the purpose of just checking on me, making sure I was good. It was obviously because there was a lot of comparison going on, right? So I realized that everything that I was doing and everything that I was trying to pursue, all of a sudden they were trying to do it too. And it's literally like my desires now became their desires, which is so dangerous because your desires should come from God. In fact, your desires shouldn't even come from you. You should figure out what God's desires for you are, and whatever it is, that should now be the desires in your heart. So let me tell you why this was so dangerous for that person. Because they were so fixated on trying to do what I was doing and trying to make sure they do it better than how I was doing it, they inevitably planted themselves in a state of confusion. So it's like they abandoned all of their talents and all of their skills to go after things that wasn't even for them. And that path started leading them downhill to the point they had no motivation to do anything. And because I genuinely wanted the best for them and wanted to see them do well and actively pursue all the things that God had for them and wanted for them to do, I had to remove myself from their friendship. Because if I stayed in that friendship, their main focus would be on what I had going on in my life, how they can try to emulate all that I was doing and trying to do, and how they can try to take and extract those things from me. And I thank God I made that decision to cut them off, because they're now doing so well, and they're not going after things for the sake of competition to be better than the next. They're legit going after what God wants for them to do. So sometimes certain situations call for that. And if this is something that you are possibly dealing with from time to time, it's so important to get to the root of what is causing that. What makes you feel like that towards other people? Because it's really not about the other person. It's about yourself and what you feel about yourself and the lies that might be in your head about yourself. Also, be mindful of the jealous or envious friend that's there for you when you're in a bad place, but the minute you get pulled out of that place, all of a sudden, they start acting funny. They're okay with praying with you, but when God answers those prayers, they're not okay with praising God with you. It's like they're hiding behind the mask that they're there for you, but once you start reporting good news, that envy and jealousy that they were trying to suppress erupts. And you'll find that y'all won't be able to relate anymore, and y'all will actually end up falling off. My hope and prayer for everyone is that we will stop trying to catch up or compete with the next person, and we will stay in our own lane and run our own race. I am telling you, there is so much freedom and liberation with running your own race and not competing with nobody and being your only competition. I think what's so cool about life is that God gives us free will to choose who our friends will be. With family, you can't really choose your family members, right? God just places you in your family. You just got to work with it and make the best out of it. But with friends, you have the power to choose who you want to be your friends. Now, of course, they got to choose you back. But at the end of the day, you have the choice on whether you want to have healthy friendships or if you want to be bound by unhealthy friendships. And if you happen to be in a friendship that you're not so sure about, go to God and ask Him whether this is a friendship He wants you to hold on to. As much as we can't weigh ourselves down with baggage, we also can't be too quick to cut off any and everybody. So that's all the time I have for this video. Thank you for tuning into my friendship series. Let me know your friendship experiences in the comments down below. Hope y'all enjoy this content that you didn't even know you needed. Like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great rest of your day and be encouraged. Bye.